Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be continuing What If Naruto Was Like Yujiro Hanma from Baki. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. In this part with Naruto basically just now leaving Sakura's house off, like, just not choking her out, but basically holding her in place for Naruto. Anyway, so after Naruto leaves Sakura's house, he's walking down the street and he just so happened to see Kiba. Now, Kiba, if memory serves, wasn't an awful person to Naruto, but he wasn't the greatest either. Like, if people were picking with him and it felt like he could, I think he would have done it. So, Naruto, he's walking and he sees Kiba and he's like, oh, did you look at that? So he walks up to Kiba and, Kiba knows about, what's going on with Sakura and Naruto, so he kind of already knows to kind of try to keep his distance away from Naruto. But, as far as he was aware, he wasn't on the top of Naruto's priority, like on the top of his list. So he starts when Naruto starts walking toward him, he starts trying to walk off into the other direction. But that's not what Naruto wanted him to do, but it's making him seem like he would, he know what he did. So Naruto, he stopped and he tells Kiba, just from a distance, running ain't gonna help none. And Kiba basically tells him, I don't know why you're chasing me, Naruto, but you should, I don't know what I did to you when I was little, And Naruto, he stops and he's like, oh, so you don't know, so you're just running to run, so you're just being scared Shinobi. If there's one thing I hate more than people that used to make fun of their allies, it's someone that can't remember what they said and is too afraid to even attempt to apologize. And as he's saying this, Kiba Kiba hasn't started moving again, because at this point they have a conversation going, but they were still at a distance from each other. So yeah. So long story short, Kiba ends up getting not scared again, but basically he starts running out of the Leaf Village, and one of the Anbu members that was supposed to be watching Naruto when he was a child ended up sensing quotation mark Naruto's chakra and reported it in, chasing Kiba. And so after Kiba and Naruto got to a little green field or whatever, just a place where they would be quote unquote training, where you could pass it off as training. You're not trying to kill someone inside the Leaf Village. So Kiba gets chased outside of the Leaf Village by Naruto, while chasing Kiba, he's not mocking Kiba, but he's laughing. This is what they let become a shinobi. He knew he wasn't the greatest, nowhere near, in fact. But the fact that all you have done is run. My guy Sakura even tried to do something, apologize, fight back, something. You're just doing nothing but running. And eventually this gets on Kiba's nerves, because although he is scared, Kiba's still he has his pride. So he stops running, and Naruto, he's like, that's more like it. Now, do you want to fight, or are we just gonna stand here? Because I'm fine either way it goes. And Kiba was like, nah, I'm just trying to go back to the Leaf Village. And Naruto was like, the only way you're getting back to the Leaf Village is through me. Because honestly, you have to prove to me that you're actually worth being a Leaf Village shinobi. Because all I've seen from you right here is running. And Kiba basically tries to go out into this long, drawn out idea as to why he should, why Naruto shouldn't go through with it. And before he could finish what he was talking about, I'm gonna say Hinata she walked, because she wasn't with Kiba, but she was around and she saw what was going on, so she followed them. So she comes out from the bush, not the bushes, but she comes out from behind the tree, and she's like, hey Naruto, you shouldn't really want to do this. And Naruto looks back at her and was like, oh, well, hey Hinata, how are you doing? And before she could say anything, Naruto disappears and he punches Kiba in the stomach, and he looks back at Hinata and tells Hinata that this has nothing to do with her, but if she insists on getting in his way, Naruto he starts walking back over to her, and Naruto, as he gets closer, he tells her, this isn't personal. but I can't allow you to get in my way. Like, this isn't something that's about to happen. You can be nice all you want, but this isn't, no. So, like, before he got back, like, he got in front of Hinata, but before he could do anything, Tsunade shows up and gets Kiba the medical attention because Naruto broke a few of his ribs. You know, it's a pretty decent ass punch. So basically, after Tsunade shows up, she stops Naruto from attempting to do whatever he was going to do to Hinata. But like, Naruto like looks at Hinata with a straight face right after whatever he was about to do. He looks at her with a straight face and was like, I wasn't gonna do anything to her. She wasn't the main source of my problem. And like, Naruto looks back at Kiba, who is basically on the floor wheezing after a punch. You know, he's like, you know, that's my problem. If that's what you let become a shinobi. And like, Tsunade, she gets mad and she's like, just because you're slightly stronger than most people don't mean you just walk around doing whatever you please, Naruto. You're still a leader of the shinobi. You still have to be disciplined and stuff for like actions like this. And Naruto like looks at her like, discipline? Who's gonna discipline me? And like, Tsunade tells him like, you're still a shinobi, Naruto. Like, it wouldn't be hard. There's thousands of us. And Naruto was like, yeah, you're right. There's thousands of shinobi, thousands, millions even. But none of them will probably ever come close to beating me. Like Tsunade, you fought me. You fought me. We had a full-blown, like, active fight. And I barely broke a sweat. So you think your millions upon thousands of shinobis are going to be able to do anything to me? Here, how about I just do you one better? I don't want to be a part of the Leaf Village anymore. And he starts walking off, and Tsunade was like, wait, Naruto, where are you going? Like, you can't just leave, you just got back. And Naruto was like, yeah, find somebody else to fill your power vacuum. I'm good. And like, as he's like walking off, he senses something. And he stops, like dead in his tracks. And he turns around, and he's like, is that who I think it is? And after Naruto left the village after hearing about Jiraiya's death, never mind. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. Yeah, so he ends up sensing Guy. Not Guy. Yeah, he senses Guy. But like, he turns back around and he's like, oh God, like, are you here for our fight? And Tsunade basically tells him like, Guy, you gotta do basically whatever you can to try to stop Naruto from leaving the Leaf Village. You know, he got the 9 tails, he's unstable, and from what it looks like, he doesn't necessarily like the Leaf Village right now, so they can't just let him walk free under running the risk of him just coming back under a new group of people to destroy the Leaf Village. And Naruto starts laughing and was like, me under a group of people? That's funny. But if you guys are really trying to fight, and his hair starts floating up, and he's like, you know, let's go. And Guy activates his force gate, and like they start fighting. And so now she realizes like Naruto putting up a pretty decent fight against one of the best taijutsu users on the entirety of the planet. So like, Guy, as Naruto and Guy is fighting, Naruto's like telling Guy like, this is the most fun he's had like in a while. And then like after, so a few minutes pass, and Lee eventually does arrive. So, you know, it's not like Naruto's fighting 2 people at a time. But after a while, they start landing more blows on him, which makes Naruto more and more irritated. Because it's not like they're hurting, it's just the fact that there's 2 of them and they're both moving as equally as fast, and you know, there's 2 of them. So Naruto, after a few minutes, he starts reading their punches and kicks, and he sees that Lee goes for like I forgot his move, the little kick he does. It's called, but he does it a lot. So when he goes for the kick, Naruto grabs his foot and throws him into Guy, and like, and when they both get back up, Naruto uses that small period of time to start accessing some of the 9 tails energy. Like, they're using transformations. Why can't I? So after Naruto infuses that little bit of 9 tails energy, his eyes start going red, and he's like, come on, let's come back. And this is like the day after Sakura. Yeah, it's like the middle of the night type stuff. Like this is all happening toward the night. So like then when the Orochimaru's recon snake get there, and like Orochimaru starts peering through the snake, I don't know, it's weird shit. Like he's able to see through the snake, right? So like when he goes and he tries to look through the snake, his stomach instantly turns. Like this ain't good. And Sasuke basically asked him like, what's going on? And like Orochimaru, like he tries to tell him with like not a distressful look on his face, because this is the problem. Like no one should be this strong from a few months of training or years of training. And like he looks at Sasuke and was like, he's fighting both Guy and Lee in like the 4th gate. And Sasuke, like he's like, what? Like, huh? As in my guy and his right hand man, Rock Lee. And Orochimaru looks at him with like as much as disbelief as he has in this whole situation. Yes, those two. And you're like, what happened? Like, so Sasuke's like, what happened to Sakura? And the snake, like it tries to find, like it goes around and into the village to find Sakura. You know, she's asleep. Everything's fine. My bad. Everything's fine. But she does have bruises on her neck. So, you know, Sasuke automatically gets the idea that whatever he did to Sakura, he already did it. And, you know, going based off the ferocity, like going based off the fury that you can feel coming off of Naruto, normally, like just now, it's not saying, like, it's not good. Like, this isn't good. So, like, Sasuke in his head, like, I might have to cut my training short. But, like, in the same breath, what would that do for him if he just went back to the village? Like, he wouldn't be strong enough to fight Naruto, because he wouldn't be strong enough physically to fight my guy or Rock Lee. So, at this point, he has no other option but to finish his training with Orochimaru and just hope that Naruto is displaying full strength and this is all he's got in the tank. If not, and he actually goes and tries to fight off Naruto, he's going to need some help. And lots of it. Basically, they start like trying to put together like his Team Heavy. I think that's what it was called. Yeah, they started putting together this little Team Heavy thing they had going on. But it wasn't for the Akatsuki. At this point, it was specifically meant for Naruto. Like Sasuke turned a whole new leaf. He wasn't trying to get into the Akatsuki. He was still looking for his brother, but it was more in the sense of, you know, I'm gonna get my revenge and go, like, you know, because if he can defeat his brother, he can defeat Naruto. That's his standpoint on life right now. So, you know, he's sticking to it. So as he's thinking about it, like if I can defeat Itachi, I can defeat Naruto, and all I need is my team when I'm going against Naruto. But, you know, for Itachi, I'm gonna do that by myself. That's on me. Like, I want my vengeance to myself. So, you know, yeah, that's what's going on. Anyway, back over to the fight between Guy and Naruto. So after Naruto activates his Naruto's chakra, and everybody basically gets like a somewhat glimpse of what Naruto is more or less capable of. He doesn't turn it off. He doesn't end the fight either. Like, he basically goes on to fight them for like an extra 5 minutes on some, y'all made me warm up, so now let's fight more. And by the time that Naruto was actually done fighting, it was daybreak for the next day. And everybody that was around him that was somewhat still fighting or had the chance to fight is exhausted. So Guy, Tsunade, and Lee, the 3 strongest taijutsu users there at the time, are all tired because at one point he had the transition so that way Naruto wouldn't get bored. Their main goal was to try to keep Naruto there, like at the Leaf Village. So that's what they were doing. They're keeping him there. So yeah, daybreak, Naruto he shrugged his shoulders, fuck it, bro, I'll stay here. It's clearly y'all need me. Like, these are the 3 strongest people y'all got, and it's barely baking the sweat for me. And like one of the Anbu members, like one of the higher ranking Anbu members, he finally gets enough of this, and he walks up to Naruto and he's like, hey bro, like what is your problem? You acting like the village did something to you that was unmistakable. Like we cursed your life. We did something wrong to you. And Tsunade acts like she's tired, so it's not like she can really do much. But she's hearing this Anbu member say this stuff. And in the back of her mind, she's like, it's an Anbu member, he'll be fine. But the first things to come out of her mouth was just like, well, shut up. And he did it. And he's still talking. And Naruto finally he starts paying attention. He's like, oh, I didn't see you there. What were you talking about again? And he basically gets mad. He pulls out his sword. And Naruto looks like now he's grabbed Naruto full attention. And he's like, oh, so are you my next opponent? And the dude was like, no, bro, I'm gonna get rid of you. Like, the Lady Tsunade doesn't need, another ruthless killer on her hands, or someone that, is too strong for their own good. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get rid of you. But before he could even go to cut, stab, pierce, threaten Naruto further, he's like, how do I put this in the way that not Naruto didn't break him in half, but he broke his back in the part to where he would still be alive but not be able to move his legs. And when I mean to tell you, everyone saw this. It wasn't just the few people that were fighting Naruto saw it. No, Naruto did it, Tsunade saw it, Guy saw it, Lee saw it, Hinata saw it, Kiba saw it, and some more Anbu members saw it. So at this point now, Naruto was just being a full-blown menace. And Tsunade was like, why did you do that? And over the entire time they're not arguing but talking, all you can hear in the background is this man on the floor screaming in complete pain because he just got his spine broken in half. He's not good at all. So as these other Anbu members go to start rushing him off to wherever the Anbu members go to get healed or whatever, Tsunade tries to tell Naruto you can't just be going around doing that to people. But she can't really say anything to him because technically Naruto was only acting in self-defense. It's not his fault that he's stupid strong. And dude decided to walk up to one of the strongest people in the Leaf Village. So she can't necessarily blame Naruto, but she can for breaking his back, literally. And she tells Naruto are you going to do this mission that I wanted you to do, or are you gonna just leave? And at this point, because even after everything that just happened, at this point she's thinking what can they do to really stop Naruto? 3 of the strongest people in the Leaf Village just went head to head with Naruto for hours on end. None of them made a dent in what seemed to be Naruto's limitless chakra pool. So she asks him are you going to do this mission? And he's like, possibly, I'm not sure yet. What's the mission? And he was like, oh, you got to bring back Sasuke. And Naruto stops and was like, what? I gotta do what now? And Tsunade was like, yeah, well, we never brought him back the first time. And because you're stronger, way stronger now than you were when you were little, you can prove everybody right or wrong and bring him back, And Naruto, he takes it into consideration. He's like, oh yeah, because if I bring back Sasuke, who's really I can rub it in Sakura's face because she couldn't bring him back by herself. And Naruto basically asks her will I be getting a team? And Tsunade looks at him like, a team? Didn't you just finish breaking somebody's back for talking to you sideways and chasing down 2 of your teammates? Or breaking one, you messed Kiba up, and Sakura probably ain't finna try to talk to you for the next 3-4 days. Naruto, you're by yourself on this one. And she walks off. And this is where I'm in this part off. If y'all enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you enjoyed my content, please subscribe. Anyway, this has been Shinobi. Peace.